Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I am Diksha Bisla and you're watching Wings. On the show today, we will show you how India is emerging as a promising economy for concert tourism, drawing millions of fans from within the country and across the globe. We will also focus on how the Indian Railways is preparing to launch the first ever Vande Bharat Express in the Kashmir Valley. Also on the show, the much-awaited celebration of the Chinese New Year has begun. And France continues to reaffirm its position as the world's top tourist destination. Let's begin. Coldplay, Bryan Adams, Ed Sheeran, Diljit Dosanjh. In the last few months, all these artists made India their concert hotspot. Concert tourism, a rapidly growing segment of the travel industry, is not only changing the way people experience destinations, but it's also driving a wave of domestic and international travel. This rise in music tourism indicates that India may be on the brink of becoming a major hub for global live entertainment.
पिछले कुछ दिनों में आपने मुंबई और अहमदाबाद में हुए कोल्डप्ले कॉन्सर्ट की शानदार तस्वीरें देखी होंगी। ये इस बात का प्रमाण है कि लाइव कॉन्सर्ट्स के लिए भारत में कितना स्कोप है। दुनिया के बड़े-बड़े कलाकार, बड़े-बड़े आर्टिस्ट भी भारत की तरफ आकर्षित हो रहे हैं। मेरा राज्यों से, प्राइवेट सेक्टर से आग्रह है कि कॉन्सर्ट इकोनॉमी के लिए जरूरी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर फोकस करें।
Recently, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded Coldplay's India tour and highlighted the vast potential of the country's concert economy. Emphasizing the scale and speed at which specialized infrastructure is being built in India, PM Modi even urged both the state and private sectors to invest for the concert economy. Concert tourism is reshaping the landscape of travel, turning music festivals and live performances into the primary draw for visitors. As travel evolves, music tourism has transformed from a niche interest to a mainstream activity. This shift is evident in recent concerts by international giants like Coldplay, Bryan Adams, Ed Sheeran, whose shows in India have caused a surge in flight bookings, hotel occupancy and even ticket sales. Take Coldplay's recent concerts in Mumbai and Ahmedabad, for example. According to reports by online travel agencies, the announcement of their additional show in Ahmedabad led to a 47% spike in hotel bookings, and flight bookings saw a 350% increase for their Mumbai performances. Hotel prices near major venues like the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Mumbai surged significantly, with many stays reaching as high as $7,600 for 3 nights. This is a clear sign of the growing economic impact of live performances on India's travel sector. The concert economy has now become a vital part of the country's tourism growth, offering new opportunities to both local businesses and the government. Young Indians are increasingly traveling across the country to attend concerts by their favorite artists, and the rise in concert tourism is not limited to international performers. Indian artists like Diljit Dosanjh are also creating massive waves in the travel scene. Dosanjh's recent concert in Jaipur saw flight bookings and hotel stays skyrocket. One of the airline's booking platforms, Ease My Trip, even reported a massive increase in bookings for Diljit Dosanjh's show in Chandigarh, with flights up by 300%. This shift in how people travel to see music is also reflected in the way airlines and event organizers are adapting. Indigo, in partnership with Book My Show, is offering discounts to those attending major events like Lollapalooza 2025, scheduled in March in Mumbai. This kind of collaboration highlights how concert tourism is becoming a driving force behind both travel and the entertainment industry. India is fast becoming a central hub for concert tourism in the Asia-Pacific region. According to reports, the country's music tourism sector is set to grow at an annual rate of 18.7% between 2024 and 2034. Outpacing other major markets like China and Japan. India's concert tourism industry is on the rise, with international and local artists alike bringing thousands of fans to the country. As more people travel across the country and even from abroad for concerts, the potential for the industry to generate revenue, create jobs, and boost tourism is clear. With the government's focus on improving infrastructure and promoting the concert economy, India is quickly becoming one of the top destinations for live entertainment in the world.
A significant milestone for rail connectivity in Jammu and Kashmir is on the horizon. The Indian Railways is preparing to launch the first ever Vande Bharat Express in the Kashmir Valley. Here's a look at the route, key features and what this means for the region.
Chugging on the world's highest rail bridge, this is the trial run of India's Vande Bharat Express in Jammu and Kashmir. The highly anticipated Jammu to Srinagar Vande Bharat Express will soon begin operations in February. Initially planned to run between Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra and Srinagar, the route is now likely to be extended to Budgam, pending final approval from the Railway Board. Covering a 202-kilometer stretch, the train will cover the distance in 3 hours. This Vande Bharat journey will enhance connectivity across the picturesque yet challenging terrain between the two capitals of the Union Territory. Compared to the other Vande Bharat Express trains running in different parts of the country, this train has several additional features to meet operational challenges and passengers' needs. Designed specifically for the cold climate of Kashmir, it boasts advanced anti-freezing technology, heated windshields and insulated plumbing to withstand temperatures as low as -20 degrees Celsius. During the trial run, the semi-high-speed train, which travelled from Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra railway station to Srinagar railway station, passed through the engineering marvel, the Arch Chenab Bridge, which stands at 1,178 feet above the Chenab River. The introduction of this high-speed semi-luxury train marks a crucial step towards modernizing travel in the region, fostering economic growth, tourism and development.
The Chinese New Year has begun. Also known as the Spring Festival, it marks the beginning of the year according to the traditional lunar calendar. From the spectacular Spring Festival Gala to the cultural activities celebrated across China, this year's festivities promise to unite people in a stunning showcase of heritage, unity and joy. Watch our next story for more details.
Chinese New Year, also known as the Lunar New Year or Spring Festival, is a time of celebration across many Asian countries and worldwide. This year, the festivities began on January 29, 2025, marking the start of the Year of the Wood Snake. The Chinese New Year follows a 12-year cycle, each year connected to an animal from the Chinese zodiac, which is paired with one of 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. This combination creates a unique energy for each year, shaping the mood and activities of the celebrations. One of the highlights of the Chinese New Year celebrations is the Spring Festival Gala, an event on New Year's Eve broadcast to millions. The gala, held annually since 1983, features a dazzling array of performances, including singing, dancing, opera, comedy, and martial arts. This year's gala, themed Year of the Snake, Keep Your Spirit Awake, was broadcast live and drew record-breaking viewership numbers. Preliminary data shows that a staggering 2.81 billion people tuned in across various platforms, marking a significant increase in engagement compared to last year. American pop rock band One Republic also performed their hit songs in Wuhan in front of the iconic Yellow Crane Tower. The gala's widespread viewership wasn't limited to China. International audiences also tuned in, showcasing the festival's cultural significance worldwide. The Chinese New Year travel rush is another hallmark of the season. This annual migration, considered the largest human migration on the planet, saw millions of people travel across China to reunite with family and loved ones. This year's travel rush is especially notable as it marks China's first Chunyun since UNESCO recognized the Spring Festival as part of its intangible cultural heritage. As passengers made their way home, many had the opportunity to experience Chinese culture in unique ways. For example, on a train in Gansu province, passengers were treated to performances like the lion dance and Kuzi opera and intricate paper cutting displays. The festive atmosphere on board highlighted the deep cultural roots of the Spring Festival, providing travelers with a living example of China's rich traditions. In other parts of China, like the Hainan and Fujian provinces, train stations were filled with colorful exhibitions showcasing intangible cultural heritage. Passengers could watch traditional crafts like flowery headwear making or woodblock printing, all while learning about the meaning and history behind these practices. Through events like the Spring Festival Gala and cultural activities on trains, the Chinese New Year is a time for people to reconnect with their roots, celebrate the present, and look forward to the future. The spirit of the Spring Festival, with its blend of tradition, joy, and unity, continues to inspire millions worldwide, bringing them together to share in the beauty and richness of Chinese culture.
In a competition that blends artistry and precision, the Pastry World Cup is an event of national pride and passion. Just like any other prestigious global tournaments, teams train for years to represent their countries and showcase their culinary talent. Our next story explores details of this year's Pastry World Cup.
The Pastry World Cup is a prestigious event that demands years of dedication and skill, bringing together the world's top pastry teams in a bid for glory. The competition is centered on creating exceptional desserts that represent their countries. This year, the event took place on 20th and 21st of January, with chefs from countries like Egypt, Mauritius, and South Korea competing. Each team consisted of 3 specialists, one focused on chocolate, another on ice, and the third on sugar. They were given only 5 hours to create 3 desserts: a frozen treat, a restaurant dessert, and a show-stopping chocolate display. Teams incorporated their country's signature flavors and ingredients, with the Chinese team presenting a sugar dragon and Mexico weaving in elements like chocolate and corn. Although the event took place in Lyon, the French team couldn't secure gold, earning silver instead. Japan, the defending champions, took the top spot thanks to their creative approach to flavor and presentation. Their restaurant dessert, a granita combining lemon, pear, marigold, and chocolate in the shape of a hemp leaf, was a standout. The French team wowed with a stunning triptych, including a sublime blue and gold rooster spreading its wings, perched on an ice structure engraved with a rosette. But despite the innovation, it wasn't enough to overcome Japan's mastery.
Culmination of a lifetime's work. They've been preparing for this for the last 2 years. But it's really a lifetime, their career, that has prepared them for this moment. And winning a competition like this is truly the holy grail of pastry chefs. It puts them on the map. It gives them a boost in their professional life. Whether they want to set up their own business or work in a major establishment, it will really propel them forward.
The competition challenged each team to create 3 desserts based on a common theme, showcasing their national identity. Japan's artistic centerpiece featured a dramatic red and white theatre figure and a Japanese lantern made from barley sugar, while the French team's display, a majestic rooster, symbolized their national pride. In the end, while Japan celebrated, France's disappointment was palpable, having once again missed the gold by a narrow margin.
In 2024, France reaffirmed its position as the world's top tourist destination, attracting a remarkable 100 million visitors. From iconic landmarks to unforgettable experiences, France continues to draw millions of travelers seeking rich history, culture, and beautiful locations.
Last year, France maintained its dominant position as the world's most popular tourist destination. Despite facing tough competition from its neighbor Spain, which also saw record-breaking numbers, France's tourism remained steady, bolstered by the global travel recovery after the pandemic. As international tourism surged to pre-pandemic levels, with over 1.4 billion people traveling globally, both France and Spain reported exceptional growth. France's tourism industry reached new heights in 2024, welcoming 2 million more international visitors than the previous year, marking a solid 2% growth. This surge can be attributed partly to the 2024 Olympic Games, which captured the world's attention and heightened interest in the country. The Games provided a greatly boosted file as a top tourist destination, making it an even more enticing choice for travelers. However, despite the growth in visitors, France's tourism revenue fell behind Spain's. France earned 71 billion euros in 2024 from tourism, while Spain's earnings amounted to 126 billion euros. The French Tourism Ministry has acknowledged the need to boost visitor spending and encourage longer stays to more effectively compete with Spain's financial success. Spain also experienced a tourism boom in 2024, reaching an all-time high of 94 million foreign visitors, representing a 10% increase from the previous year. Popular destinations like Madrid, Barcelona, and the coastal regions were major draws, attracting travelers for their rich culture, historical landmarks, and stunning beaches. Spain's tourism revenue surged, further strengthening its position as a tourism powerhouse. Both countries shared a significant trend, an increase in the number of U.S. tourists. With their high spending power, American visitors played a key role in boosting tourism in both France and Spain. France, in particular, reported a 5% increase in overnight stays by U.S. tourists, further emphasizing the importance of this demographic to the tourism sector. While France thrived in several key markets and despite customers' return from Asia, Chinese arrivals remained 60% lower than before the pandemic. Also, 30% fewer Japanese visited the country than in 2019. In late 2024, France saw a revival in its winter tourism sector, particularly in the ski resorts. As snow fell across the French Alps, the country's renowned winter sports destinations attracted both domestic and international visitors. The future success of the tourism sector will depend on how these countries adjust to travelers' changing needs, such as focusing on sustainability, offering a wider range of attractions and improving the overall visitor experience.
Our next story highlights the winter swimming experience at the annual Skagen Winter Bathing Festival, where brave swimmers take on Denmark's freezing northern seas. Take a look.
In the face of fierce winds and horizontal rain, hundreds of brave swimmers plunged into the icy waters off Denmark's northern coast last week. Some participants even embraced the chill in colourful costumes, adding a touch of fun to the annual Skagen Winter Bathing Festival. This marked the 13th edition of the festival, a tradition that began back in 2012. What started as a small local event in the northernmost city of Denmark, Skagen, has grown into a widely anticipated winter spectacle. The festival draws people from all over, including neighboring countries like Norway, Sweden, and Germany.
We knew it from the music festival in the summertime all over the world. Why not do the same 4 days in the wintertime? And in the starting of 2008, 9, 10, it was more and more, can you call it modern? It started all over to be winter swimmer. It was something new, and more people say, yeah, we want something else. We want to live, to feel that you live, because when you're out there, you know it. You're no doubt about it. I am living.
Skagen, a city of just 8,000 people located at the tip of Denmark's Jutland Peninsula, is traditionally a summer destination, with visitors flocking to its sandy beaches and picturesque coastlines. But when winter arrives, the skies grow dark and temperatures drop, creating a stark contrast to the vibrant summer months.
When we started 14 years ago, it was often cold. 10 degrees, minus 10 degrees, and when it's really, maybe it's windy, so windy, and freezing 10 degrees, it feels like 20 and not like 10.
Over the years, the festival has become a beloved annual tradition, attracting hundreds to Skagen during the quiet off-season. Winter swimming itself has grown in popularity across Denmark. The country now boasts over 190 clubs with more than 74,000 members, according to the Association of Winter Bathing in Denmark.
That's all we have for you on the show this week, but we'll return next weekend with more travel stories. Until then, it's me, Diksha, signing off. Goodbye.